They led the thing off with another tournament match, but this time it was the three-way to determine the winner of the gold block to go on against the blockhead or whatever the it was. Moxley versus Swerve versus Switchblade or Slingblade or
Slingshot
Jay White. That's what it is. And again, you know, you can't stomach Moxley to begin with. He looks like a hobo wandered in from the railroad yard, and then they make it a three-way to make it worse. And within the first 2 minutes, they were all over the arena. And Taz had to mention the one guy trying to save this thing. He had to mention, well, the referee's being lenient. It wasn't no DQ. It wasn't no count out. It was lazy booking, but it's supposed to be their tournament match where there's no interference and it's pure sport. And they're out in the goddamn bleachers because Moxley can't do anything else. He doesn't know how. He doesn't do it well.
I can bleed.
And thankfully, maybe he got to his quota that month. I'm sure he has a monthly quota. They measure how much blood he loses. We did that one time. They sent me down in Charlotte to do a live remote on Channel 3 at the noon news for the blood drive, encouraging people to come down and give blood, right? Down to the Grady Cole Center.
Okay.
The old Park Center. And, well, they said Cornette can talk. The other, you know, what the fuck, right? Just be entertaining. So I went down and I was talking with the newscaster was there, and I was also talking to one of the Red Cross representatives. And I said, ma'am, I said, how much blood is there in the human body? And she answered me, I don't know now if this would, but let's say it was 12 pints, right? I said, okay, well, I challenge right now, I will give $5,000 to the Red Cross if Dusty Rhodes will come down here and donate 13 pints of his blood to the Red Cross. And boy, howdy, there you go. They didn't know what was going on. Anyway, so
13 pints.
13, you got to give 13, Dusty, or they don't get the money. Think of the little children. I'm doing this on the goddamn noon news on the biggest station in North Carolina. Anyway, so back to this fucking match. I think there was about a 5-minute period. I don't think any of the three of them were in the ring at all. It was just the worst instinct of every indie outlaw wrestler you could imagine. And then, you know, Moxley and Swerve had a slap fight. And I wrote, this will never end. I was fast forwarding through the chairs and the railing and the goofy bumps and everything. And finally, Moxley hit his shitty double arm suplex on Light Switch, and boom, there you go. We were 30 minutes into the fucking show. And again, the one guy who might have benefited from the one guy that's got some momentum and some talent and it needs some direction, but whatever that could have benefited from this was Swerve. And he didn't even make it to the finals.
I think they got Swerve set up for bigger plans.
Well,
he probably shouldn't have been in this tournament, though.
Then don't put him in a tournament. It's a work. That's what I'm saying. You put the 30 minutes into the program for that.